Shippers up. Shinobi.
There we go.
Community connected. It's Ace Attorney. With the squad. You know them.
Hurrah.
You love them. I almost typed twitch.ev as though it's an electric vehicle.
Twitch.ev.
Yeah. Then
I gotta go soon, speaking of.
why didn't you go get your dog?
You should have gotten them earlier.
You're important
She's a
right now.
girl.
Yeah, you are highly important.
Yeah, well, you know that I do this every time.
Then don't do
Could've
it!
Just, well, we could've just waited another half an hour and then started.
No, because
Why
Ninja
would we
needs his
wait
walkies.
an entire hour?
February 8th, Hatsuketa Temple. Yo, Edgy! What took you so long? I'm so cold. My brain's turned to sherbet.
I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country.
What do you mean?
I hate you, and I hope you die. Right? Hey!
Am I right,
I
guys?
find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder.
Oh my god. It's only been 2 minutes.
Hey, pal, wait a second. Hold on. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Hitchwood?
Why are you so tough against
It's
women?
hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and
Are you being sexist over here again, Mr. Hitchwood? Gotta stop you from doing that.
What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney?
I don't.
Prosecutor Edgewood is a
explicitly don't.
prosecutor. That's why he's Prosecutor Edgewood. Prosecutor Edgewood. Defense attorney. Just that's plain old weird, pal.
Does Gumshoe think his first name is Prosecutor?
He does. Right, Prosecutor Edgewood?
I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore.
Dude, Edgy!
I forgot to grab water. I'm gonna die.
Good shit.
Well, you
I
can
don't see you
grab
for a
water
couple
when I
of
grab
years
my
and your
water.
heart turns to sherbet.
I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here.
I didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just
Did
know
you
it,
do
okay?
it?
So just trust me on this one.
Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry?
Oh, also, I wanted to mention a theory I came to after a stream last time, right?
Yeah.
Because you and your pals decided to gaslight Geekkeep Girl Boss us, right?
Of course.
There was
Oh?
the scene where we talked about what's her name, right? The person who's been murdered, right?
Yeah.
Elise.
And her hair color,
No, no.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we have a little bit of a switcheroo going on.
What do you mean?
There may be, in fact, more than one look-alike going on here in this case. Because when we see, did he give us a picture of her? She has brown hair.
Do you want
yeah,
a
I
response
mentioned that.
to this?
No, I'm just saying this is a theory.
I did mention that,
I
and
gave
you guys were like,
theory.
"Oh no, it's just a shadow." Blah 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 blah.
No, I was on your side.
Oh.
There was always brown hair, and then she has black hair.
Sure.
And it's not, it doesn't make sense. And then I was thinking about it, right? I was doing some puzzling, right? I was solving the mental Rubik's Cube in
Maybe-
my mind.
They were sisters that had a kid each that both looked the same.
Maybe they were roommates.
Maybe.
They were roommates.
My thought is, like, why does she hang out with Pearl so much, but also not like Maya?
Does she not like Maya? I mean, I never got, the sense that she
well,
hated
Jin,
her.
She was like hey, Pearl, please hang out with me, Pearl. I'm your biggest fan. Then Maya was like, can I come? She was like, no,
You smell bad and should
please
die.
don't.
And I seem to recall another character with similar traits. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Did we already read this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. Despite my proclivities. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is.
Pass it right through his forehead.
The night of the crime.
Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? What's your alibi?
I was burning the bridge.
I'm an
Larry?
arsonist.
Front-facing Larry has an unnerving aura to him.
Yeah,
He's
no.
front-facing a lot, but like the serious Larry is like, because he drops the whole tee thing and he's like, what the fuck, dude?
How could you
He
say such a
gives me
thing?
the same vibes as front-facing Phineas.
What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it?
What?
Hey, Johnny.
Get lost. Go back to your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep! And I hope your plane crashes and you die!
This seems a little.
He
This seems a
he
little much.
doth protest too much, right? Do you guys think he actually did it this time?
I'll ask just.
I kind of
one
hope he
time.
does.
On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing?
Killing another ex-girlfriend?
Boom.
Larry.
Oh, my bad.
Larry, what are you
Larry
doing?
suspected psychologs.
Did he see these already? Why is he not surprised?
I'm sorry, man.
He
You
saw
know me. I
them,
just don't remember.
Why?
At the detention center.
Why does he call them psychologs?
Because he doesn't know what words are.
He don't remember what people say to him.
Yeah. He's
Our
bad
short-term
with
memories are
names.
right, dude. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? Yeah?
Uh,
What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?
to put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned.
Can you tell by my melatonin tone?
Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent?
Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer.
I was right after all. I should never have come back.
No, don't worry. I see things are how they really are this time. Honest.
I had a penny for every time he said that.
I would have 3 pennies.
It's just that,
Which isn't a lot,
well,
but it's weird that
Iris
that
is a
occurs.
delicate flower. You can't force things too much, you know what I mean?
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry.
Oh. Forget it. I didn't say anything.
Huh?
Why's he got catboy mouth?
Alright. What were you doing at the night of the crime?
All right, into the main hall we go.
Yeah.
February 8th, Hatsukura Temple, main hall.
There's a piece of paper on the corner, in the corner right there.
Yeah.
Probably got the murder on it. Hey, pal. Hello there. How you feeling?
Getting into character.
Yeah, you gotta give him a hey, pal. That's his
Like
only
method
entryway.
Alright, I suppose. Who is this?
My name is Miles Edgeworth.
My, a handsome twink says that yourself is always welcome.
Don't call me that.
If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just...
What? Please don't call me Twink. I'm sorry to trouble you. But I'm looking for a woman in a bikini.
Well, You found her. Now what can I do for you?
I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis.
Disappointed much? If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big twink.
Please don't take so many liberties with your lines. Mr. Edgeworth, this is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut.
We make no money, Mr. Edgeworth. Please do not cut it again.
You'll be cutting 1 cent into half
I
a
will
cent.
owe money every time that I work if you keep going. Stomach's already growling in protest.
So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris?
Why do you sound like a movie villain? Well, first, I want to hear what you know.
Bye.
What's the paper on the ground?
Well, it's probably nothing. It's just a blank piece of paper. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack?
Why isn't it black?
Beats me.
Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir.
It's a
Here you
paper.
are. Mr. Edgeworth.
That is not what was there.
It looks like an old manila envelope.
Actually, I put it into the manila envelope after I picked it up off the ground.
I crunched the shit out of it too.
Yeah.
What is it, Detective?
This could be it. An ultra important clue. A super special clue.
I suppose I should read it myself then.
Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Night at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed.
Oh.
This sounds like a blackmail letter.
Note to Iris added to the court record.
He's going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra important prosecutor. A super duper prosecutor.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this.
Alright, well, onwards and upwards. Let's talk about the night of the
Oh, you're
crime.
actually gonna talk to me?
First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. Shandling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
I've noticed.
Wow, you're right, that
you're
does
not
sound exhausting.
there. Detective, this is no time for flattery.
Sorry. I'm losing it, dude. I need water.
Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. What your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here?
Sorry, I was drinking water. The way you were staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for decidedly different reasons.
Oh, you get the chills. Why am I going that deep? Cape down. You get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Maybe it's me, because I'm doing something.
Yeah, you're-
every time he opens his mouth. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back.
You do not look strong. A bad lower back.
Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. They used to call me the Bucket Girl. but now not so much. Now I'm the ex-bucket girl. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone.
Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple as she had rung the bell for lights out.
Yeah, how'd that work? Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this Hetman actually see Iris there? I think I'd better try to get some more details.
4 locks.
Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart.
Hey, pal. Calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. You're choking me to death. I'm dying. I'm dying here, man.
This tie was not meant to be. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are
So
we
I'm
allowed
just
to show this
processing.
on stream?
That is not the haircut that she has.
You did
There's
put in the
actually
keywords, didn't you?
What?
You did go to that GameStop and say the keywords.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, you have to answer the second riddle. It changes
I
every
saw-
time.
I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe it what I was seeing, but it was Iris. Hey, pal.
I'll fucking kill you if you say that again, motherfucker. That's mine.
You must have been quite shocked.
Hey, dude.
Of course she was. Not putting yourself in her shoes. Be like if you were stabbing Mr. Right smack in the middle of the courtroom.
You want me to change to make it easier
sexually
for you?
busting it down. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand.
What?
I'd be pretty shocked too, and appalled, and slightly not appalled.
You want me to
Slightly
change voice, by the way,
No.
Ninja? I don't... Okay. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw.
You want me to change voice? No.
That's for her dad's face. That's for her face.
Forrest
That's for
literally
that
goes, "Where is she?"
And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid.
Unfortunately for us, her voice doesn't get any better. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural.
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that. So who's this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple?
Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say.
Why am I
I just started
don't
kicking
know
her.
who Maya is?
And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course,
You have to go through the website, and you have to like find a promo
it's a
code.
Japanese website, it's a horrible thing.
Also, Maya didn't sign up for this.
It was Pearl.
did.
Special course. What kind of course are you talking about?
It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started her training session itself.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you.
She did die.
Oh, I don't like the sound of this.
You know that small girl. I believe she's Mystic Maya's little sister.
Maya has a little sister?
Didn't he meet Pearl?
Well, but
Oh, you mean
she's
little
not
Pearl?
her sister.
That's Maya's cousin. You dumbass. Don't know about family ties, ass bitch.
Don't even know the lore.
Don't even know the family tree of the Fays. Come on.
Literally the meme of the woman screaming at the cat right now.
Little Pearl.
I thought
Oh,
she was
actually, I
going to
don't
visit.
think they've met.
I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with diner cleanup. Dinner. But I haven't seen her at all since last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my little stupid creaky old back.
A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. Dun dun dun.
And they say the plot thickens.
Oh God.
All right, good to know.
I'm happy now.
Goodbye
Is there
forever.
anything that she would know about Iris himself?
Nah, probably not.
Like, just the right. Okay.
We're gonna go to the courtyard.
That's a
No
very
use
disturbing
trying.
fucking image.
February 8th, Hazakura Temple, courtyard.
And this is where the murder took place, sir.
I couldn't
Is
tell.
this
Removing
not
the
the
body.
statue?
We left
Is this not
every.
the-
Yes, this is the exact same statue with the same sword.
Of course it is.
Well, this was at the exhibition, and
They
they took
have,
it from Crane. Why is it here now?
There might be multiple of the same statue.
No,
Maybe it's
I
part of a
guess.
set. You know, there's like 10 of them. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched, including the blood on the ground.
Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. It looks like the police are still investigating.
Oh yeah, by the way, thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really gonna defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? You know, you're like a prosecutor,
No.
so like you're supposed to do the opposite of defending people.
Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment.
Well, in that case, gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation.
Wink, wink. Don't worry about it, detective.
Hopefully I don't drop this file folder on the ground next to that sled that has all of the information in it.
Just keep your
Maybe you
mouth
should not
closed,
jinx
and I
it.
think most of it will flow out on its own.
You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap.
Yes, you do that, detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Oh, don't worry about my runny spout.
Examine. Alright, what's up with this sled? I just love skiing.
Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds?
Sled, nah. A little too kitty, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. The silence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is the world starting to go mad? Can you do me a favor?
There's a stick.
What's this? It looks like a wizard staff.
After this, yes, I can. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Dunim.
It appears some sort of wizard has been here.
There's nothing strange and magical about it. We had the people down at the precinct check for that.
Oh yeah, they don't have the orb.
Oh yeah, listen. This is just between us, okay, sir?
Yes? What?
This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this.
Alright.
The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard.
That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me?
That's it.
This staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it?
It's the victims.
Victim staff added to the court record.
Can you present Pearl to Gumshoe? I think he has a dialogue about her.
Something about, oh god, she's missing.
What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night?
Seems that way. Apparently, she hasn't gone back to Karain Village either, sir.
But it's true that she was with Elise Donim at some point last night.
No doubt about it. Ah! You mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Dunem also...
Don't jump to crazy conclusions.
Ouch! You have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. It's downright fierce. You should be a boxer.
Why you beat him?
Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up, beat him
What
up.
happened?
Now then, detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far.
Okay.
Let's do a
take a
little
look at the
Sherlock
map.
Holmes routine.
According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Maya does not get any sort of letter on her dot. She's just an existing character.
She's just a ball.
He is not a witness.
That's the Maya ball.
At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. And then directly turned around, walked back, and stabbed the victim in the chest with a sword. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to ooze her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. You want more details? You should ask Bikini herself in the main hall.
The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place.
The inner temple.
He loves you. What do you know about the
What
inner
is
temple?
What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at?
According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge.
The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple?
Nope, not a thing. Literally nothing exists on the other side of that
Just a
dangerous
void.
bridge.
Nothing.
The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there.
So the only what? This is nonsense. How would that even work? So the only thing there is the inner temple.
Like, it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. So Maya's probably dead by now.
Please be alright, Maya.
Oh,
Tomorrow's
he
trial.
cares. Oh,
Of course he cares. The trial
Doubtful.
begins tomorrow. But who's the prosecutor?
Pretty sure
you
it's
know.
that Godot guy. Nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement.
oh.
What do you mean?
It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. Wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold, he won't be defending. And won't be defending. He just lost interest.
I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney.
Yeah, but nobody gives a shit about you, Miles.
However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor.
Yeah, I can see why. I'm not the only
So,
one you have to worry about.
Actual legal question for like how law works and lawyers and that.
Prosecutors can act as defense attorneys. There's no reason they wouldn't be able to.
I was gonna ask, if there was a difference between practicing, like the actual like going to a school and learning law and all that. Is there an actual difference between studying to become a prosecutor and studying to become a defense attorney?
I think it's like a specialization you do like towards the end.
There is,
of your
but there's
law
also
degree.
like you do specialize a bit, but it's sort of one of those things where in order to be a good defense attorney, you need to think like a prosecutor. In order to think like a prosecutor, you need to think like a defense attorney, right?
So you do learn how the other side works when
Yeah.
you're taking your own specialization.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
also, side note, in this game later on, there's a concept. Basically, there's a law high school. There's law high, where you can either be a defense attorney, a prosecutor, or a judge.
A judge.
Which is not how anything works.
No.
No.
Yeah,
That's pretty
judges are
funny.
usually just attorneys that are older.
Yeah, they are just attorneys that become judges eventually.
Yeah.
And it's mandatory education. You're not
I
getting
think
out
that the real
legal
problem is
system.
going to be that judge.
Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge
Oh,
preside
no.
over the trial tomorrow. Yep.
Oh no.
Why didn't you tell me this?
Well, are we gonna
So-
get Winston Payne for our first case?
I don't
We've only
think
met
that's
each
the
other
first I would think
Winston
of.
Payne knows Edgeworth. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all.
Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must already know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big thing, sir?
Big stinky poopy. There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing.
Oh, I know.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you have control over the entire legal system?
Okay, if it's an entirely new character, can we give that to
It's-
Lag?
It is not a new character.
Okay.
Is it someone that
If
someone
I
already
victim is a
voiced?
famous
song
picture
about
book
it,
author.
who would be a prosecutor that Miles would have any pull with.
There's only one.
I
that
don't
can
know.
think
I don't
of.
know. Well, maybe Fres. Well, no.
That's the only
Francisco
person
would
I can
make
think
sense.
of.
Francisco or Winston Payne are the only ones we know.
Why would he bring Winston Payne?
Yeah,
I don't
Because
know.
he's an
It's just the
easy
only two we
prosecutor
know.
to destroy.
But also that,
think he's
he's
gonna
literally
do that?
a bitch. He's a bitch.
it's
Edward's a
not
little bitch
Manfred
boy.
von Parma.
Winston's
I
a
think he
bigger
is.
bitch.
Did you say Manfred?
Yeah, it's
He
not
breaks
Manfred,
him out
is
of
what I said.
prison.
Yeah.
God.
Victim is famous for is a famous picture book author, Miss Elise Dunim. And time passed up until she won a writing award last year is a total mystery.
It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that.
The estimated time of death of the victim is between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of
Doesn't
death
she
was
have
blood loss
Facebook?
blood loss resulting from the stab in the back by the murder weapon.
The murder weapon.
The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir.
I wonder where that sword is.
Terrible.
Yeah, but there's one strange thing.
Yes.
The sword was all like kind of curvy. It had multiple offshoots. Not your kind of normal sword. And also the victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building,
Wait, what?
which we are conveniently standing next to and the area where the murder happened.
Wait, does that mean that the person got stabbed up there or stabbed afterwards?
A 2-story building.
That would be about the same
That
height
would-
as...
that's
No, that's you.
Edgeworth.
Yeah, sorry.
That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct?
Hey, you're right, pal. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room Elise Denim was staying in.
Coincidence.
Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword.
Lisa's autopsy report added to the court record.
Can you guys play solitaire while I'm gone?
No. Someone's gonna take
I'm
over.
gonna grab
and you
this
know who it
sword
is.
real quick, and then we'll grab water, and we'll just wait a second.
No.
Hurry up.
You're not taking over.
I'm not taking over. Lag can.
We're not gonna get our 4th Edgeworth voice actor in 3 games.
You're not allowing me to do it, so fuck you.
Who else has voiced Edgeworth, buddy?
Lag.
Lag hasn't. Did Jin
I don't
already
care. He
leave?
can do it now while he's gone. Lag has
Jin?
no one right now.
Did Jin
He
leave?
died.
Yeah. Like it's like I could still hear him.
It's like I'm still here.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna go get my water real quick, and then we'll keep going.
Aha.
Why is the ocean shrinking?
Alright, I'm gonna play around with solitaire. Just as we wait. Solitaire. Okay, cool. I'll play. Hard. There we go. Awesome. 5 goes here. Oh crap, I can't do that. This goes here. 9 goes here. That goes here. Don't have a red 10. Nope. That queen does nothing. I have no 4. I can't do anything with that hand. Much with that. Awesome. No, no, no. Then,
Oh yeah, ants.
what's up?
That was my PC. How do Eternal return?
Hmm?
Uh,
Oh God.
does that work in a way where you can like queue into games together? Obviously, you play
Yes,
against
you
each
can.
other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easily.
Okay.
Very easily.
So yeah, I think I'll pick it up someday. Then we can
Yeah.
play it.
If you want to go insane, sure.
Hey man, I played League.
Why not? We'll all go insane.
I played League. We played Apex. You know, why not play something that's both?
Welcome back. I
Alrighty
hope
then,
you
let's
enjoyed
get
the
this
water.
shit going.
All right, lag. Time to shine.
This is now Lagland.
It is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
lag
take
land.
over Edgeworth. There are no rules anymore.
No,
Everything
no.
is made up. Points don't matter.
not allowed to do it because I was apparently him in the past. So therefore, I'm legally not allowed to anymore.
Yeah, I was saying I was
The
gonna take it
sword from
over.
this god statue is actually the murder weapon.
It sure is, pal. It's called the Shushitsu.
Shinshishito.
It's the
Shishito.
Chi-Chi-Shido.
Shishito.
It's Gluck
That's
Shido.
so in character.
Shishito.
It's the Shi-Chi-Shito.
Shishito.
By the way, nasty piece of work, sir. It's like getting stabbed with like 6 or 7 whole swords if you get all the way down to the end.
There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood.
Yep, all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, their fingerprints are all over the hilt of the sword as well.
Fingerprints?
Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. There's no way she's getting away with it this time.
Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon.
What's wrong? You're looking really solemn.
Is this how it is for rights? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney?
He's so
Damn right.
unprepared.
Yeah, I figure
Yeah.
it doesn't really feel good. Every time, you know, you're talking about someone, their prints are on the murder weapon. But always he seems to find out that someone in the room is actually the real murderer, and then they get to admit to it. It's a real cool thing he does.
It's kind of funny because, like, other than him defending the person now, there's nothing different to what Edgeworth usually does.
Be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. I can't fabricate evidence anymore.
Chichishito added to the court record.
What about the building?
It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night.
There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Mostly because I don't have any money.
Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill?
How'd you know?
The main gate must be just over that stone wall.
Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all.
I used to be a hardened criminal, sir.
Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of word.
Oh, damn, the room.
Yeah, it's almost like I said the building.
Fuck you!
That has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Like?
Right, this is Edgeworth. The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here.
Hey, you're right. I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor.
Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels.
Oh, that makes sense. Wouldn't it be easier to build the place slanted, sir?
I fail to see how he can even consider that to be even a remotely good idea.
Oh right, we got evidence. We got.
Got to talk. We not. Oh, we already talked to him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I just went insane. Yeah, sorry. I felt for some reason my
fully
mind was like, did we
snaps.
talk to this guy?
Oh damn,
February 8th, Hazakura Temple, main
Larry's
gate.
fucking dead, dude.
We did talk to Larry.
I don't see Larry anywhere.
We didn't break his psyche locks though.
Yeah,
Maybe we
sucks.
scared the poor kid away.
His heart was shut tight with a number of those psycho locks.
We never went to the bridge.
Guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my
We
side.
did that last week, I think.
We started here.
Okay. Maybe we do have all the information we need to fuck Larry now.
Phrasing.
We probably do.
Yeah, the phrasing, please.
Screw him over.
February
No.
8th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
I've already told you everything that
Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
The legendary team up of Ant and Lag.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Alito Nim with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
Oh, shit! Wait,
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple.
hold on. Okay. I might just be stupid, but I just had a fucking like I was just thinking about something relating back to the old cases.
Sure.
Is this can't be okay. This makes no fucking sense, and you're gonna laugh. Is this her dead sister?
You are.
I mean,
Is this whose dead sister?
yeah.
Okay, when she was a kid, she got kidnapped by the criminal, and her sister, as a police officer or whatever, came to like save her. Then later on, that sister died. Is this her? Because he has the same hair color, I'm pretty sure, as the dead sister. I don't remember if they found the body. Did they find the body?
Is who the dead sister?
Okay.
Is Iris the dead sister?
Yes, is Iris the dead sister?
No.
Because like I'm trying to think about why this person looks so similar to like the other. Like, is she the same person as before, or is she someone else?
There are options there, but neither of them are that she is her dead sister. Okay.
Like she could be a cousin or something or whatever. But like,
Could
Yeah,
be
you know,
related.
you know those identical ass cousins. You know,
what?
you ever had
They
a
look
cousin?
identical. What am I supposed to think then, dude? It's the game presenting it as it is. This girl looks the same as the poison girl.
You still shouldn't accept any open bottles or cans from her.
Yeah,
Probably
they
not
don't.
still.
They're the same person or they're identical twins. There's not like another option where
Okay,
like
but then why would
secretly
we
this is
never
her
hear?
mom
Why
or
did
something.
we never hear about this other sister during that other trial?
Because she wouldn't have been important.
That's convenient bullshit.
Like she wasn't important to the case, you know?
It just never got brought up that she had another
No,
sister that
actually,
might.
you are right. This is the dead sister because this is the one who was thrown in the river and never found.
That dude, that would be crazy. That would be
Oh,
fucking insane.
The good old amnesia and gets picked up by a temple route.
Yeah.
This sister got thrown into the fucking river, had a near-death experience. That other sister came back, I guess, or cousin, or I don't know. Maybe they had another plastic surgery, huh?
Yes,
What
it-
about that?
Because like your theory can prove to be true.
This is
because-
not a realistic, like, I believe this 100% theory. I just suddenly
No,
had a
but I
moment
see
where I
where
was
you're
like,
going
I'm
with
trying
this.
to explain the dark hair, right? Why she has dark hair as opposed to the other one who has
Sure.
like red hair. And it just reminded me that the dead sister that died in that one case had black hair too.
Sure,
So I was just like,
but
it is
I
crazy,
think-
but what if the game is trying to go for that?
I think otherwise. I think
dead
that
sister
she
was
might have
older.
more than one sister. I think Dahlia might have more than one sister.
Yeah,
That-
I assume
that is
Dahlia
also
has
true.
a twin.
That's what I'm assuming.
When I
If we're
scroll
Dahlia
going with
probably
the
has a
sister.
twin,
Hey,
but I
Jen,
feel like
how's the
that's
dog?
bullshit.
back.
Yay.
I feel like that's bullshit if they just pull a twin out of nowhere.
Because it was established that Valerie was a sister, right? So that works. And now we have this whole
Were
conundrum
they
of
full
like, who the hell is
sisters?
she? Where they have the same.
It is
They could
never
be
mentioned.
stepsisters, but I don't know. We don't know that for sure because I don't think it was stated.
I
that.
just posed a very crazy theory, Jin, and it got us
Oh,
talking.
do you want me to churn this metaphorical butter?
Will
No.
it spoil things?
Well, yeah.
All right, then
No.
Well,
no.
not specifically.
Then no, still.
Because
no.
I'm pretty sure I'm on the case here. Fours, he's on a different case. I don't know
But I
what
think
case
he's
he's on.
also
I'm
right.
just trying to think of like all the possibilities here, right? Because
Fours
like,
is cooking, but I don't know if we should let him cook.
I think we should let the man
what
cook.
Were you cooking?
even if I'm wrong, right? We get a side dish that nobody
Fours-
ordered that is still delicious, okay?
Fours'
Is it
theory
delicious?
is that Iris is the cop sister who died
Oh
in the
no, no,
past.
no! That case, no.
No.
Oh.
That was my initial thing because I was like, that is pretty insane if that was true, right? And I said right off the bat that would be insane. But I
Yeah.
keep thinking about the fact that this sister has dark hair, right? And it immediately got me thinking about the sister also having dark hair and Dahlia having very distinct red hair.
What color were Dahlia's eyes?
People can dye their hair. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Of course they can. If it's literally that simple and this is Dahlia, I guess, okay, maybe she has amnesia,
But,
or maybe
no,
she's lying.
She knew Phoenix. When Phoenix walked up, she knew Phoenix.
Did she? They never really
Yeah.
confirmed that they knew
She
each
said
other.
she
Popped
knew.
up like
She said that she knew.
locks.
Yes.
She also said his name when
yes.
he told
Okay,
her.
fair enough. Fair enough.
When I
I'm
spoke with
saying,
you
like,
last.
Well,
You're
okay.
probably right on
But
the
let's
fact
say
that
that Dahlia
this is
and
a
her
sister.
were related, right? Maybe she could have talked about her ex to her sister or
Possibly.
whatever.
Possibly.
Possibly, but she did have psychologs or psychologs, if I'm staying in character.
Yeah.
When Phoenix asked if they had met.
And if that's the case, it sort of makes sense on why she's here
Can we
because
take a
Dahlia
little
was
bit of
on
a-
her own
Can we take
sort
a
of
little
thing.
bit of a detour for a second?
Sure.
Mhm.
No.
Edgeworth is a man of science and doesn't trust the whole spirit thing. But he's literally
Oh.
been given a magic rock, and this isn't
Yeah,
shaking him.
Second theory. Second
It did.
theory.
He did kind of like, oh, what the fuck?
Second
Yeah, but
theory.
he's just going with it.
He is
Second
going-
theory
well,
because of
the alternative is him going like, oh, I'm having psychosis.
He checks
So I
himself
think
into the
this is
hospital next to
preferable.
Phoenix.
All right.
Yeah.
So speaking about spirits,
Yeah.
the dead sister is inhabiting her body. She's literally inhabiting Dahlia's body. Maybe
We're
that's why the
literally
hair changed.
terrified that they don't have spirit powers.
But she could be lying.
Well, but the
You know, you-
trauma didn't trigger there.
He fucking got me there, man.
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the inner temple. And yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the inner temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to Inner Temple last night.
Maybe she just has split personalities or something.
It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth.
Edward,
If she-
you son of a bitch, she's not lying. There's no locks.
There's no locks.
I wonder, see, that's the thing, he doesn't fully believe it. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks.
Alright, let's try breaking those locks.
All
Let's see
right,
how far we go.
present the bullshit.
It's...
Take that.
Thank God.
Take that!
Take that. Oh.
It's not even a
I
well-kept
was
secret.
frightened.
Shit. Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers, understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of?
Mhm.
Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room?
It is the note?
The blackmail letter?
Yeah, I'm just like, I think it's that.
I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you.
That's...
You shouldn't leave your blackmails so exposed. Well,
Yeah,
Iris?
keep it in your house like a normal person.
Yeah. I said this.
Why are you glaring at me like that?
I need glasses. You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct?
Ah,
Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that log? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. Fucking
Do
Miles
we actually
Edgeworth,
know?
hashtag man of science. Be like, do I have superpowers?
What if you just
Do
like
I have
pull
laser
the gun on them?
eyes?
Do you think it would break the psyche locks?
just simultaneously all of them at once. Just like, yep, I'll tell you everything. but, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes.
I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
What?
A prank.
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief.
What?
Yeah. I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I'd never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different.
Hmm?
Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to.
Bada boom, bada bing. Good old Phoenix Wright.
Pearl
God damn
Fay.
it.
Okay.
Good
pause
though.
for a second.
Yeah.
There's like when you present the wrong person here, you don't have to do it. There's like the weirdest, unexplained kind of gay line that happens
Oh my goodness.
By who?
by Iris to Edgeworth.
She's
Who do
calling
you want me to
him.
present?
She's kind of calling him gay.
Who do you want me to
Okay.
present?
You can
But-
do
I can do what?
either
And said
way.
Phoenix.
Well, yeah.
And
who
said
would?
Phoenix. And I mean,
No,
and
no.
Steve.
Yeah, but Phoenix is the
I mean,
right
secret
answer.
told.
Phoenix,
I
yeah,
want
I'm not
the-
sure if
I
you want
want
to
the
present the
wrong
wrong
answer.
answer on purpose.
You want to present the wrong?
Hey,
Yeah, I
man,
was
it's on
asking
you.
Jin, who do you want me to
Yeah.
present?
Herself. Well, Iris?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it just possible that maybe you yourself have a deep, dark secret in your heart?
That is not.
Why do you say that?
As they say, takes one to know one.
How could she have known about that? Is she peering into my soul?
Alright, come on, Jen.
No, because.
Because
the-
what? Because you have
the
your own
correct
fantasy?
No, because the correct answer is Phoenix. Because she cares about
There's no
Phoenix.
connection, come on.
Yeah. Well, what else is it?
The murders.
It's true that there is a deep-seated darkness in my heart.
After he got
Yeah.
away with that one murder that he didn't
Yeah.
do, he
He
went
just
down.
kept doing it.
After I shot my dad.
That's not what I
He
was
pulled a
talking about.
He
But
pulled
good
a Joe
answer, though.
Dark and then has killed everyone connected to the DL6 incident. He killed his dad, then he killed Yogi, then he killed Manfred. Now he's gotta kill Phoenix.
He's never gonna be
However-
caught on the illegal experimentation, though.
The only way I can get rid of it is to fully uncover the truth.
You mean the truth behind my secret?
So what does it all mean, Forrest?
Huh?
Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't
Correct
want your secret
answer.
told to. Phoenix Wright.
Uh,
You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark
Mm.
secret. Well, what do you have to say?
should have expected as much. Especially from a friend of yours.
A friend.
There's lots of different kinds of friends for us.
Unlocked successful.
He was like a brother to me.
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room.
Lovers by birth,
As I
brothers by
said,
choice.
I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's like when you die.
The small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on this map?
Not on that map, dumbass.
It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. The thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall.
I just realized that I have information about this case that
I
explains the thing I was saying that doesn't make sense right now. So first I take it all back.
I wasn't even paying attention.
That's okay.
What
But
thing?
but I accept your apology.
What thing are we
Earlier
talking
from
about?
the psychlog thing. I realized that what I said doesn't make sense out of context.
Fine, I'm gonna check the VOD.
I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it.
So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart.
Secret is the location of Heavenly
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Nothing else? Nothing at all?
It looks as though I may have to visit this heavenly hall now.
Is that where
I'm
Larry
in
is?
heaven now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mysterious black man.
Oh god.
In any
Larry's
case, you
gonna be
still claim
standing
to
there
have
like,
never left your room last night.
This is where I
"Well, you
live
made
now,
it here,
Phoenix.
Edgeworth. Shouldn't have come down this way.
The
Hmm.
moment
I
you
could've
turn
let
left
you
instead
go.
of crossing the bridge. The bridge was broken,
said
Larry.
so.
I know. You should have crossed it anyway.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Iris's testimony added to the court record.
The
Hmm.
trial starts tomorrow. I promise you I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again.
What a wingman.
But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell me your secret.
But it's pointless,
Why would you say that?
because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am.
Well,
Yeah, Forrest? You think this helps your theory that she's secretly the ghost of her dead sister?
no, it doesn't help that. It definitely just it definitely doesn't make me confident in the whole "this is Dahlia" thing, though.
Yeah! Wanna know why it's probably not Dahlia?
Because she's in prison.
Because she's in
Because-
fucking prison!
She's not in prison, she's dead.
We don't know that.
No, we know that. They said that
When did they?
Is
when
she dead?
Phoenix was doing his research.
Is Dahlia haunting someone? Is that what's happening?
Did they say like Dahlia was executed, or did she just like
Yeah.
die?
Like
She was
This is-
executed.
this is part of that whack ass memory I have of like certain parts of this whole.
February
Get the
8th,
fuck out
Heavenly
of here!
Hall.
Oh shit, Italy.
Never mind what I was gonna say. Get this bullshit out of here.
Why are we at the United Nations?
Whoa,
The
not
United
much of a
Nations
view
chat.
down here, yeah. Still better than the view of my apartment, though.
Man, the NATO location sure went downhill.
Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective.
Oh! Why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away!
Why are you ranting?
I even chased one of them to Japan! Next is going to be prison, I guess.
Nah, that was Phoenix.
I'll steal that detective's wallet. They'll get me locked up for sure! Ah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck.
Kind of fucked up that even Larry's
talking
like,
to
"Poor
himself."
Gumshoe." Shh. Be quiet and listen.
I knew it! I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again.
Done that. What did he do, I wonder?
Hey, you! About what you just said, I got an objection.
What the? Itchy, you dirty rat!
Hyperventilating much?
Glare. Gumshoe, you oaf.
I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was just
Come on,
shouting out
Sue.
objection. In a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger.
You've watched too many trials.
I'm sorry. The only way I make money these days.
Okay, Larry, the jig
By
is up.
watching
What have you got
trials?
to say for
I
yourself?
write a news blog about trials.
And tribulations.
Uh,
What have you got to say for yourself?
All right.
That's not a lie.
Enough
Word.
said. Examine.
I mean, he's not a bad artist.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
America.
Why is like
Force
the
hates this.
entirety of the fucking place almost highlightable?
You know, this is exactly the kind of
And
standards
you
you want
hit the
for a NATO
only
meeting.
part that is.
That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal.
You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris.
Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is?
It's how the artist himself defines it, right?
I should have seen that one coming.
Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Damn, son, didn't have to fucking murder him.
What is this festive looking ornament? What is this
It
flag
reminds me of art
you
class
speak
in
of?
grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember?
Well,
Oh yeah! We're never any good at it.
I just realized it is actually hilarious that they took his thumbs up model and just put a fucking pencil on it. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, this guy was so bad, he couldn't even vote $1, let alone a crane.
That was probably me.
Everyone tried to comfort him, but he'd just sit there sobbing.
Really? I would never have expected that.
Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. Want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. Practice for 15 years.
You know, Edgy.
Every night.
Nothing for nothing, but quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy.
Yeah, that's quite a feat,
Oh, boy.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
This is exactly why I hate childhood friends.
My car is here.
Childhood friends, plural. He hates Phoenix Wright. Confirmed. Evidence
It's
in
true.
the
Not
in the
dating.
It is true.
Hate fucking.
It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. Quote
Ugh.
unquote
I
bridge.
still can't believe it. Really?
That
What
bridge
is it,
looks
Larry?
fine over here.
Well, there's no like floorboards, I guess.
Yeah.
would that
Yeah,
be
it
the
just doesn't
word?
look burned.
Because it's literally made of metal. Like
Just
the
the
ropes
wood
are
bridge.
metal. There's no.
I mean,
like,
nothing about the bridge anymore looks burned. Like,
okay.
To be fair, for some reason the rope was on fire when the bridge was on fire.
Somebody threw oil on it. But there are no boards there, Force. You can see the back rope of the bridge.
yeah,
and
no,
the front
I
rope.
understand that. Like, it still shows like signs of being like a busted bridge. I'm just saying it looks still like in fine condition.
No,
There is no
you cannot
bridge.
step on anything.
Yeah, but outside of the fact that there's nothing on the floor, everything else looks fucking immaculate.
You know, despite the
Well,
fact that my
what
house
would you
no longer
expect?
exists, it's pretty good for a house, don't you think?
No, that is not what it is.
That is what I hear.
It's like if I
Okay,
missed my
Forrest,
roof.
let's fucking turn our thinking around. Let's do a Phoenix ride. What would you expect this bridge to look like?
The parts of the bridge that has wood on them that was on fire, for example, that wood right there, the 4 pieces of wood, would be a bit
Okay.
more, I don't know, shard.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair because that's what I also said last time.
I'm
the
just
fact
saying
the,
that this
like,
bridge looks
supports
like
aren't
outside
burned
of
at
missing
all
its
is
floorboards, or whatever you want to call it.
Outside
Call
all
it.
of the pieces that would make it a bridge.
Out of the most important thing about a bridge, it's a pretty nice bridge.
I
Despite the fact is-
understand that those pieces are missing, but you guys are blowing it out of proportion.
That is
Anyway,
literally the part of a bridge that functions.
Yes,
What is
but it
it,
doesn't mean that
Larry?
everything else is so fucking pretty when the whole thing was on fire.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Pretty suspicious to me, pal.
Something about that statement smells, and you know what they say. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow.
Wow. Wow, I'm dying. I'm dying. Wow. Makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always
Wow.
did like the rustic look.
Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense.
You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven. Because that thing is hell.
Nice.
This is lower than hell.
You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people.
Who?
Not me.
Like,
I'm an atheist.
literally everyone's like, no one goes down there.
I mean, it's one of those things where like it's an old fucking building that like people use for like their own worship and shit. Just because it's abandoned, it doesn't mean that like it's not important to people.
This is the Eagle River, sir. Runs pretty fast, so doesn't ice over ever, even in the winter.
Perfect for hiding bodies.
If it had iced over, right, would have been in some serious trouble. He should have been in serious trouble.
You're right about
regardless.
that.
Yeah.
He would have landed on the ice and slid down the stream, and who knows where. He would have ended up, he would have
sure.
died.
Not exactly what I meant, but alright.
Alright.
Alright, let's break his locks now.
Talk.
Well, his locks are
Oh
gone.
wait. Oh.
The night of the crime is actually what
Yeah.
it is.
The logs are region specific.
Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris.
You keep saying this. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute?
Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl.
I didn't know you were dying.
Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked that girl to marry you?
No,
Oh,
no,
I'm
not
gone.
yet.
She's
But I can tell how she
translating
feels
Edgeworth.
by the look in her eyes. She's got this. I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick will be surprised.
I'll be dating his ex.
He never imagined I could marry such a beautiful girl like that.
Something tells me he would be shocked indeed.
That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt?
Oh no, die.
What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back.
If we really wanted to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand.
Oh.
Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you, and what were you doing last night?
Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? That kind of attitude. You'll never be a ladies' man like me.
I'm not trying to be.
Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible.
Something incredible.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say?
The good
Come
old
on,
days.
I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water.
I love me some hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him?
Alright.
Heavenly Hall.
Alright. What is this little shack anyway?
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday.
And why were you down here in the first place?
Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse.
Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal.
One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here.
How long has those posters he made been there, considering they're cracking?
They're not cracking.
Uh,
That's
I
not
think
posters, that's the wall.
he painted it over the wall. that is
Yeah.
damaged.
Yeah. He didn't put
Okay,
up
those two
posters, he did
pieces look
graffiti.
like windows rather than walls, don't they? Because they stand out compared to the rest of the building. That's like white.
No, it's
They're
lighting.
still walls. Yeah, it's lighting.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they were just like isolated windows or something.
No.
No,
sad-
it's lighting.
Or is isolated the right word I'm looking for? Insulate? I don't know. Whatever. You get what I mean.
So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe?
Getting all buddy on us, sir. He's got a lot of hot water.
All right.
All right, bring them down.
Take that.
That fucking graffiti gets kind of spooky whenever it goes reverse mode.
The night of the crime.
Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping. I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The one in front of when he went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi.
And
And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
Dusky Bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey, what are you giving me that evil eye? I'm telling the truth.
There are still 3 psycho logs remaining.
So he didn't see lightning hit the bridge?
That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
What do you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly. Yep. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean that there?
You know, not here. It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room.
Is this
Why
it?
is that?
The map, yeah.
The
It
temple.
would have been impossible.
There's a cliff in the way.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Take that.
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees and it's impossible to see the bridge from here.
What? Why did you tell me that before?
I'm
One.
gonna crack
What do you
your eyes
mean?
for you. Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
What?
It looks like it won't be that easy after all.
Yeah, we've already
You
had
leave
the
me no
one
choice.
fake out psyche locks that had multiple psyche locks that then broke.
I'm forced to kill you. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you?
You don't know that I was in my room?
So where was Larry and why was he there? I've read the situation up to this point correctly. The answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge from was... here!
The center of the
Heavenly
bridge.
Hall. Where he was at to
In
run.
the woods.
You were standing at the spot that the person took the photograph from in the other case.
The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall.
Oh, so he did see lightning hit.
Why do I be hanging out in this old shack? freezing cold. There's no electricity. It could fall apart at any minute.
Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. And you would not use electricity for anything other than light bulbs.
Of course.
In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory.
He was thinking about it because that place doesn't have Wi-Fi.
My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset.
I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
Whenever
That's
he does
rude.
that face, I picture Forza's change to Batman voice. I have to admit,
What?
I'm impressed.
I have to admit.
That's nice. Now tell me. What were you doing at this cold little shack last night?
He was banging.
You know Radio Shack?
That's what you might call
A booty call!
fair decor.
Which is, of course, French.
For a
for
booty call.
booty call.
I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone?
Did he send the
Wink,
fucking
wink.
letter?
Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know?
I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you.
He sent the note?
Yeah. Can we check this note again? I want to see what it says again. Please. Salutation here. There is something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10. Yeah. I just don't get the last part. Like, is he
Well-
threatening her?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Alright, Iris it is.
Take that. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. It's me.
I told you before, don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris.
Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt because of my chili guilabilla.
Perfect.
That's
You
British
got
for
the hot for
chili
Sister
glare.
Iris, huh?
Yes! What do you mean?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Hey pal, you
fucking-
literally 5 minutes ago said you wanted to marry that girl. I'm
You
a
have been
witness.
nothing but
For the
vocal.
entire time.
You have only been vocal about your feelings for her this entire time.
Yeah, send
Damn
the
it.
mod like that, said.
You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are
I
you
gotta
just
see.
guessing?
This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris.
Goddamn no.
The note again.
It's this defense attorney's badge. Here's your evidence. I think we should make Edgeworth present the badge and called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey! Give that back! You're embarrassing me!
You
What are
actually
you doing
sent
with
a
that
blackmail
anyway?
letter?
Well, that's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? And we all know how frail women are. You should
Fine.
be ashamed of yourself.
Oh! Oh!
First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutations here?
Not
What the
salutations.
fuck, Larry?
Salutation, singular.
Salutation here.
Were you trying to spell salvation?
Well, that's what it said in that book! Letter writing for dummies!
What?
You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write Dear Iris.
Ah!
Fucking
I'm so
idiot.
sorry!
I hate Larry. I'm watching
The
A character assassination.
of
Unlock
Larry Butts is
successful.
in full
I hate it.
Honestly, he wasn't that great the first time around either.
He
was
wasn't
fine.
great, but he wasn't horrible.
He wasn't
wasn't-
this bad.
He was
but,
an
like,
okay best
Literally,
friend.
they had a saying about him that if it smells, it's the butts.
Usually the butts.
Yeah.
It wasn't him like doing
Kind of a
something
pain in the
bad, it
ass.
was just bad things happening around
No,
him.
he did do bad things. He stole money.
But like inadvertently. The money stealing is bad.
And we
That
have
in the
no
first game?
evidence that that wasn't a line of things that happened.
Then the first game?
In the anime, it is presented as sort of an accident, but in
It
the
was
anime,
his money, right?
no, in the anime,
Or was it
Well,
We're
Edward?
talking about when he
drops the
stole money as a
money.
kid.
Yeah.
Miles drops the money when he
Kids do
bumps
that!
into Phoenix, and then a dog picks it up, and then Larry finds the dog that has the money and takes it
Get
from the
the
dog and
fuck
just
outta
decides to
here.
keep it.
Despite having like Miles' name on it, probably.
Yeah, I don't
Is-
know. I
If
don't know.
you're
if
gonna
it
send
does.
your kid to school with money, you probably put it in an envelope that has their name on it.
Maybe. I don't
Like
know.
judging a kid for stealing money is like
Yeah.
obviously you should reprimand a kid, but you can't hold it against them for the rest of their life.
Forrest, I don't care about your anti-capitalist. Everyone should be stealing shit narrative. Kids shouldn't
Motherfucker,
steal.
I
That's
stole
not
things as a kid. Are you
anti-capitalism,
judging
man.
me for that?
Yes.
All right,
Here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry?
I'll see you in the Netherlands. Square up.
You don't want to fight me,
Mm.
Forrest.
I
think
will.
I think Ninja would win that fight.
Dude, it's not about the height. It's about the
I'm-
muscle.
I'm putting my money on Ninja.
Ninja
you
will
don't
set up an
go
entire
for a
sting
long walk
operation
every
with the
day, he's got the
Netherlands.
cake.
No, I don't go
police.
for a long walk. I work with packages all day long.
He's got the kicks.
All right. So, Forrest, are you watching the stream?
Oh lord. Oh
I
lord.
just want to show you a little bit.
He's
of,
kicking his pants off. Oh
a little bit
no.
of space
no.
here.
You can't do that live. Oh shit. Oh fuck. See, I told you he's got the kicks. Look at them kicks. Hell yeah.
I still
He has
got it.
legs.
He's got the
That is
kicks.
such a slow kick. Anybody
Let
can
him
fucking
cook.
parry that.
Let him cook.
Did you say
know
low
what the-
kick? Did you say low?
That is so- it's slow. It is slow. Anybody can parry that.
Yeah, I'm in my room now trying to knock over a green screen. If we're
Oh
in
yeah,
Okay,
sure,
fucking
sure,
combat-
sure.
Okay, but the truth is that I would win the fight.
No.
I'm the real winner. No, I'm nimble. I'm fast. I'm nimble.
Yeah, it's like
Uh-huh.
it's like that Super Saiyan.
Your ass would
versus
slow you
Cell
down,
fight
then.
where
Are we just having the entire
all
Netherlands
muscle.
Battle Royale?
That's what
I
it
have
sounds
no,
like.
I have no issues.
Nana's
I have no
plans are coming to
moral-
fruition.
I have no morals, so I would just bite your ear off.
Okay.
Alright, Mike Tyson.
While you're busy holding me and biting me, I'll just punch you over
You said
repeatedly
bite
in the
his
You're
ear
face.
off?
just gonna climb up your back like a little monkey.
Okay, I'll punch you from the front. Like, I can still hit you while you're biting me.
No, you're so charmed you wouldn't be able to.
Sure, sure.
You saw lightning hit Daisy Bridge, didn't you? Oh, I mean,
Sorry, Edgy.
You know
No, it
what,
doesn't cut
Ninja?
it.
One
Scumbag.
counter argument to your kicking, I'll have you know that when I squared up with a fucking teacher that used to do MMA, they said I had natural talent.
Why did you beat up your teacher?
I did not beat them up. We were doing boxing together.
Oh, so you
Those are-
lost.
Doesn't matter, natural talent, motherfucker.
What do you mean I lost?
I got unnatural talent.
So it doesn't cut it, you
Supernatural
scumbag. Threaten a young lady like that, I'll fucking kill you.
Don't front Ninja like that again.
Alright, where's the tag team ring?
Wait, hold up.
I'll take you both in a triple threat.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose a secret, pal.
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
It's about the implication.
Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That just sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. You're going to jail for a long time.
Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
I hate you, Larry.
What did you just say?
Nah, Larry's got it. Larry's.
Let him cook. Let him
Let
cook.
him cook.
My love for her burns so hotly, it's not all the snow in this mountain.
Oh, then what is the secret?
She's in love with him too.
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it?
No.
I'm talking about the secret. I'm
Ah.
talking about the secret love between her and me.
Ah.
Obviously, she wouldn't know. Old lady bikini would know about it, right?
Is this the good shit, Jin? Is this the shit you're like? This is the best part of the case.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, this is shit.
this is where it peaks.
This is shit.
About
No,
her
the
hot
story.
and sour, bittersweet love affair.
It's not an
Sour.
affair if she's single.
All right, then why did you send a love letter in a big manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh.
Then why are you so quick to apologize, pal?
It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down.
Are you
Moral of the
fucking
story
serious?
is never talk to Larry again.
But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something. I know it.
Apparently not.
What do you mean, detective?
Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago.
If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible.
The lightning?
He's right.
Yeah, lightning striking a bridge is incredible.
Yeah.
Never seen such a thing happen.
Yeah.
Larry.
What? You're looking like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
I don't like that analogy. What was this something incredible you saw
You
last
do.
night? Well, I do. Edgeworth does. You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another.
All right.
I'll make you.
Stick his head in the river.
I already told you, didn't I?
Grab
It's a
him
lightning
down to
strike
its
dusky
water bottom.
bridge.
Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those things. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something something more incredible than lightning.
Lightning.
What? When? Where?
Lightning
Why?
waves.
How?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal.
Ah,
It's just been made
Ah!
illegal.
Oh. Well, I mean, I didn't hear him say a lie.
1, 2,
Here
3,
we
4,
go again.
5.
He didn't say a lie, and he's just
No.
like... locks.
What's wrong, sir?
Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Oh god, the pain.
Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. Harlequin? Harlequin. I really want to drag the truth out of him.
Harley
I just
King.
have to drag him to the witness stand. Just have to beat
Oh,
him
we're just
up.
dropping it
He
there?
just gives up. He's just like, I'm gonna do it at the witness stand. No,
Well,
no.
I
he's
guess
like, I'm not
that's
doing
it for
this.
me. You know, let's...
Are we
That
really
was an
ending it here?
trick.
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
He
that's
said,
it.
Fuck this.
That's it for me. I can't stop him with 5 locks. It's impossible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do here.
February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1.
God, I wonder who this fucking
Oh
Prosecutor is
my.
gonna be.
Mr. Larice feels that way about me.
Apparently. He isn't aware of your real secret after all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
Stop being in love.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to
Oh
take a stand.
God.
Sister Bikini.
Hey, Forrest, you want me to take over your judge?
I was gonna offer it to you, but
does
usually you say
Francisco?
"fuck you."
Just
Like,
Lag
no
could
reason,
take
but
over
who
your
does
judge.
Francisco?
You know what? Okay, real quick. Who is the prosecutor? Who was the voice actor of this reoccurring character?
I don't know.
Who is the character?
It's Francisco.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's me.
That's
So,
Force.
Oh god. Do you
well,
do a
okay, take
German
my judge.
accent?
Lag, take my judge. I'm Francisca. Fuck.
You're gonna go
Do
from
you do a German
Francisca.
accent? Because if you do, I will beat you.
I'm going for the German accent.
Well, okay, wait. Say something with a German accent. I will judge it right now, and if it's bad,
Something
you're not
with
gonna
the
do it.
German accent.
No.
Yes, I am. It's too late. Like,
gotta
I
do
obviously
it
I can't
right.
hold it, but I'll try.
By the way, I did read this.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime.
Hmm.
I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donim, correct?
Wow. Technically.
Now that I think about it,
I did stab her with that sword.
I'm
trust
gonna
me,
say
she was already dead.
I'm gonna say this. Shuffling rolls around. Shuffling rolls around. Ninja, you could be the judge. Lag could take Sister Bikini from me permanently, and I could just stay as Francisco.
No. Your Francisco voice is way less developed than fucking the bikini voice.
My bikini voice is literally fucking Christian Bale on a scopium.
What we have to weigh here is if I am a worse Francisco.
No, I'm doing Francisca. That is happening.
He's determined to be Francisco.
I will be Francisca.
Give Lag the judge. You can be both Francisca and bikini, but you're not getting out of bikini.
Fine. Then I will be
Francisca
both.
Just translate everything she says into German.
I will do both.
Hey, Jin, what's your most stereotyped German accent?
I can't do a good German accent.
Literally
That's
just
the
speak
thing.
normally, Jen.
Why?
Well, I am speaking normally,
Oh.
jackass.
Why can't you do a German accent?
I don't know. Well, wait, let me see what I can say. Words to don't link to sexual, gruesome, or other bad content.
Yeah, that's pretty German.
Sure, whatever you say,
Very
man.
stereotypical.
Well, I'm German, Forrest.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, because I know how to
What do
do
you
a
want from me?
stereotypical Swedish accent.
Try it.
I don't even know what it sounds like.
It would
I don't
be
even know
really
it's-
funny if you just pretended to sound like the Swedish chef.
Bork.
Anyway,
it is correct. It wasn't me.
I was
That doesn't
possessed
sound very
by, I was
convincing, Iris.
possessed by a ghost who did it.
very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Edgeworth literally be like, so you're gonna tell me you did do it, right? And with one, doesn't matter if it's true or not. They just have to say yes.
So you did it, right?
you are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed,
Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people.
Mhm.
But right now, I am a defense attorney.
I believe in you.
A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end.
Anime.
That's what my friend told me once. What?
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for
Did
yourself.
Phoenix Wright ever actually say that?
I think he
No.
did, yeah. It's. I feel like I
Off
remember
screen,
that.
probably.
They've never
feel like I
interacted
remember.
off screen.
They were just on a Skype call.
If-
So hey,
if
what is
you're-
it that you?
If you're
What is a
Mr.
defense
Phoenix Wright
attorney?
has never taken an additional case other than the ones we've seen, I'm gonna be Mr. Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth have never interacted off screen other than in childhood.
What
What
if
if we just
when
hired a
he said
professional
my
voice actor to
friend-
do everyone?
What
Yeah.
if when he said my friend, he actually meant his father?
All right.
His one true friend.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
His
Simply
friend
ask
Gumshoe.
that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Now, Leg. I want you to do the best Irish judge
February
you can ever
9th,
do.
10 a.m.
The judge is
Courtroom
Canadian.
Number 7. He's
I know,
Canadian.
I know. It's an inside
good.
joke. Jesus.
Dumpy. I was all falling apart already.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Oh look, he has the badge. Looks tiny on his huge body. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
That's not a real badge.
The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin.
And Edgeworth wins again.
I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant.
There she is. My perfect girl.
The prosecution stands ready.
Why is she
Yeah,
British?
and you are...
Why is Miles British?
Good question.
It's a good canon piece, harkening back to Miles being British as well.
Yeah, fair.
Because Germany is Britain.
Yeah.
This is the
Sure.
timeline where
It's not my
this is-
failing
this is
accent or
the-
anything.
This is the alternate universe where there were no allies, there was only Britain.
This is the alternate universe where Germany has somewhat the role of
It's so
Australia.
weird because now me and Ninja have traded again.
Francisco von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
On karma, you say.
Are you supposed to be in jail?
Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Still
Well,
legendary?
Well,
he's
yeah.
legendary.
The
in the way
legendary.
that other people are infamous.
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh?
Now's your chance.
By the way, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things?
You must. be
Why
thinking
is
of
this
my
a plot
father who
point?
died 18 years ago.
Apparently, it's a problem having a prosecutor
Why
defend
is
someone.
this a
Yes,
problem?
I think it's just a thing they did so they could.
Maybe this is the
shoehorn
guy
some
that
shit
created
into
the
this
like,
case.
Like a
maybe the guy that created the
prosecutor,
game
I
thinks it's
must
unfair for a prosecutor to be able to defend someone.
I don't know.
Last time we saw this judge, he just seemed very willing to go to sleep and let the case be over.
Yeah.
Have you read this line?
Yes.
All right.
I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. You sound crazy right now, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't. But I'm sure, once before.
I told you there is no such weakling.
What's that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip at
I have no objection.
Such
Edgeworth,
a bad hold
That's
it.
not your place. The
No, it's my
judge has an
place.
objection to
This
the
is
whip.
okay. This is the best.
Shut
Just
up,
the
the whip
twin,
stays.
just the siblings teaming up on the judge.
you control the entire legal system?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I'd expected to face Phoenix right here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slipping through my fingers.
Well, tough shit, Francisca. I'm the player character. I see you brought your flair for this. The what?
Histrionic?
Histrionic.
I don't know that word. I don't.
Well, it's written right there in front of you.
We'll
I
add it to the
refuse to
court
say
record
this.
that Miles Edgeworth does
Histrionic.
not know this word.
This
Allow
will
me to add
put a
to
curse
the
on my
things
house.
people are unsure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Dunham.
Okay, so which one's the real Elise?
Good question.
Her body was found in the Hasakura Temple courtyard.
Can we get a color photograph? It's like the year 2025.
It's
I think we'd be
2012.
more advanced by now.
We should be able to perceive new
actually,
colors
like,
at this point.
2018.
She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
Why is the sword in the hand of the statue?
The sword in this picture
The
is
statue
the
did it.
weapon in question, correct?
Also, why is the image of her being stabbed by the statue? Why is she laying in the opposite direction from the one way that we saw her being stabbed in the back?
There's a
By
lot of
Iris.
questions. But also, do we canonically have all these photos of her supposedly being stabbed?
Well, no, because
No.
one of them is the photo of Bikini's mind's eye.
Yeah, it's sort of weird
Bikini
like that.
vision.
Very well, the court accepts this photo as a crime scene.
Crime photo added to the court record.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins.
Oh god, it's all going dark. I'm passing out.
Yep.
And so it
Ah,
begins
shit.
another trial without Ninja.
My first and last trial as a
Mr.
defense attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, have you been poisoned?
I did not know she was that short. Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Okay, so here's my fucking problem, right?
Yeah.
Where's Godot?
Yeah,
He's
no,
He's not
missing.
interested.
I guess
He
not.
went home. He doesn't
Yeah.
care anymore.
But like, we've been building up his plot, and it has to resolve here.
He went home.
It was all a
doesn't wanna
ruse.
do it anymore.
We
It was
don't
all a
get to
ruse.
know why he is mad at Phoenix Wright.
Yeah. Oh, he actually doesn't come back.
Yeah,
He's gone
definitely
now.
does not come
He's
back.
gone. He does not come back.
Similarly to how Phoenix doesn't come back.
Yeah, Phoenix
Hold on here.
was also
I'm not
gone
sure if I
forever.
care.
This is
I'm
now
not sure
Miles
about being.
Edgeworth and Francisco
Not sure if I
from
care for
Torment
this
Game.
at all.
Short people aren't allowed in the courtroom.
Sorry, Jim.
Witness, please stand
Aw.
up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Fun fact, the milk crates are a reference to Turnabout Big Top when Max Galactica was drinking all that fucking milk.
Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me. Well, I'm the head nun of Asakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini.
It's such a
right
good
now.
joke, it has to keep reoccurring. The courtroom is the garden of the holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave?
Alright, I guess I'll go get my brother in.
Yep.
You no need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell ya, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
She's actually wearing 20 layers of clothes right now.
20 layers of bikinis.
But
She-
one of
In any
those,
case,
only one of those is a bikini.
witness, I hear that you saw the crime scene. I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
You saw the crime scene.
Oh, God, I
Yeah.
need to stand
At
up.
one point.
That's
In
right.
history.
I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way a dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your movements that night, eh?
A boot.
He's Canadian, got it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got it.
The night of the murder testimony.
In it, Canada.
Uh-huh. That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back liked to act up, violently.
And she folds herself into an origami crane.
She folds herself like a piece of paper. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hasakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it! Hmm?
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yeah, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first huddle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
So she sees the flaw in the testimony?
Yeah.
And she's like, are you gonna find it? Phoenix Wright would find it, you dumb little
Yeah.
bitch.
Please
You better
begin your
catch this.
cross-examination.
Alright,
I like this.
Cross-examination,
sibling
night of the
rivalry.
murder.
Hey,
And I'm
Jin.
not the second person here,
Yeah.
so Jin
Hey,
just
Jin.
does it.
You're in charge.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
With
Well,
Well, he
no
knows.
second person. Yeah, he knows.
yeah,
So
I don't
it's
think
fine.
this makes sense. I think you should do it.
You're fucking Miles Edgeworth. That's
you're
the
Miles
rules.
Edgeworth for this.
That's
I'll
how
take
we run
it.
the canon.
Just
Since
press everything.
Francisca fucking
so we
knows
can get all
everything
the
about...
dialogue.
I will allow fours to be your secondary.
Yeah. The worst part is I know exactly what to do already.
Fuck you. At night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple. As you see, my back likes to act up.
Yeah, I can't just do this.
You are the main guy. Fours is your number 2.
Okay, let me look at the statements.
Well, I was gonna press the hot soaking bath because wasn't there like?
Well, no, the game has already suggested that there's an inconsistency, so we don't have to press anything.
Well, that's okay.
So hi Ninja, how was your day?
Pretty good, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It feels very nice that our roles are swapped again.
This is what you did, Ninja. You forced this. So
Can you show me what you have? Present Iris's testimony. She
Where?
was in her room. She didn't go to Hazakura Temple. Is that alright?
Bingo Blammo, that's correct. That's at least what I would go with.
Witnesses have to. Well, I already played those multiple.
Yeah.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
well. Don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of the Hasakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She said that! A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
Objection,
Well, you
Your
see,
Honor.
Francisco,
I have a
I
magic
have a
rock.
Magic rock. But that is completely illogical. After all, I have a magic rock. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes.
No.
Why are you
Like a
all like
puppy.
this?
I do believe this woman I've never seen before would never poison anyone.
All
Honest-
people
Has
lie.
childlike features.
Honestly
my
speaking,
belief.
can we talk about the fact that he has seen Miles Edgeworth apparently one time, but this girl looks exactly like somebody who's been in like multiple court cases, including one that was in his jurisdiction, and he has
I mean,
no idea.
Fucking Miles Edgeworth is an internationally known prosecutor. That this guy's brother is frequently like in cases with, and he doesn't know him.
Yeah. Do you think him
It's
and his brother
crazy.
talk? This is fucking crazy.
At all.
Siblings talking? Unlikely.
He also has not seen any news, I guess.
Yeah, he's too busy watching his soap operas.
Yeah,
He's
he
been in the
watches
United
Steel
States. He
Samurai.
hasn't seen a single human person for years. Why am I the only one being whipped in here?
Because Phoenix and
Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means you must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Oh god, Jigsaw.
Well,
I want to play a
that
game.
isn't exactly what
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh?
Just
Mr.
started.
Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please, add your comments about Ivis to the
Oh
testimony.
my god, they do add that!
Then let us
fuck?
return to the
He's
cross-examination.
Canadian.
I
Why
never noticed
isn't-
that they actually
Why
added that.
isn't the other judge Canadian then?
Because brothers
long-lost
from another
brother.
mother.
The fact that a boot is the only thing that they change.
Well, he also says A.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That
Yeah.
is 2.
That's pretty much the only things we should change.
Can you press that?
Harris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as
That's
she
a new
had.
statement. Can you press that? I want to know what she was wearing.
Yo,
Are
what
you
was
sure
Iris
that you're not
wearing?
making a mistake?
You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up on the floor.
It couldn't
Because I'm
be.
thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause
where you're
the
I
going
hood-
at.
remember this.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I think it does not make sense for me to do this.
It doesn't. I'll give you
I guess
that.
it makes
yeah, I
sense
mean,
in
yeah.
the fiction that Miles is a little bit smarter than Phoenix, but also we can't do this.
You're just
This is
afraid of
silly.
playing the game.
Well,
Having
I can do it.
He knows the answers.
Yeah,
I
so
know
do
the
I.
answers.
Yeah, and
It's
I.
obvious.
Then just do it yourself!
So the solution is to have me play Phoenix the next time and not know the answers.
Me and like the both men who are not paying attention. Iris always, Iris always wears the same clothes. The
There you go.
smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me.
Oh, would it have?
You're making a mistake, thinking I made a mistake.
An excellent finish there, witness.
Still, I have to wonder. So yeah, you guys know what it is. I guess I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Beepity boppity boo. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The only thing.
The only
defendant
thing in
who
this
claimed
courtroom
to have
that's
met.
straight.
Yeah, until Larry comes in. The defendant whom you claim to have met. She was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know.
The mountain's full of fucking demons. If you
Demon
don't have
infested
a
as
hood,
fuck.
if you don't have a hood and it's nighttime, you're gonna die.
Essentially.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
I stole it. That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well, oh fuck!
He has like 8 layers
Of course she
of box
does.
crates. She's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's not a
Why
bad
did they
feeling at all,
not
exposing
convey
contradictions
this?
like this.
She is
Oh,
a
I
no.
understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Shut up! You didn't say anything, but I wanted you to shut up anyway. Sister. This hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile, a surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
This is quite strange.
If there was a surplus of hoods, that she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
Oh. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow doubts in any human heart. Jesus. Yeah, calm down. The seeds of doubt.
Drama Queen.
Witness? Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. Must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit.
Why do you make him so horny?
Wait, it's not my fault.
It is.
Contradictory.
You're just seeing
stimulation.
like you see the word seed and stimulation.
Oh
you're
my
like,
god.
They
Contradictory
have given me these. I'm only reading them.
It is
Right.
worse than when I was trying to hit on Godot's Mio.
Jin knows the entire law. It's came in
With
that
this
edge with seeing
testimony
the judge
after
naked.
my bath.
Yeah, it's true. It's from the sex DLC.
I pre-ordered that. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and... Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things!
so we assume that this is a picture of reality, right?
I guess.
This is what Bikini saw.
Yeah.
Okay,
My thought.
Perhaps dramatized.
is... Okay, is the person being stabbed or trying to take this weapon out
That
of the
was
person?
my question.
Yeah.
Which
This
one?
is
if someone has
possibly a
been-
dramatized.
If someone has been
Oh,
stabbed, you don't want to take the sword out.
No, that is not what you should
So it
do
might be a
in
bit
any
late with those-
medical sense.
It might be a bit late with those prongs, though. That would already have the effect of it being pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually right. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't thinking about the sword that has like 3 prongs in it.
It is insane how that thing went in. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
Excuse me, how do you know about that?
What the fuck, lady?
How do you know about that, lady? No one mentioned she was pushed out a
You
window
saw
before.
a truly
I made
terrible
the
sight,
photo.
didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. But me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
Are we fantasizing right now, Judge?
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, time to whip you, Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can you do something about that habit of yours?
No.
Cross-examination after my bath. We're still letting Jin do this. just
I
making
don't
sure.
know. Are we?
I mean, do you want to
I
do
don't know.
anything,
Are
Alex?
we? I don't know,
I-
man.
Do you want me to do this?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, I don't mind doing it,
What
but I
the
don't know
fuck
if it's
is
good cinema.
this?
Is Santa
starting
for
it.
the
This is a
detective
joke
gumshoe?
wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a mystery
Yeah,
for us.
it
It's a
is.
puzzle box you'll never solve. What
Yeah,
are
it's a
my
puzzle block
motivations?
that's not being solved because you're not moving on from it. You're just like,
Well-
no, let's just leave it here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm being caught in the crossfire because I don't get it either.
Yeah, you either play or you don't. Either way works.
Well, then play.
All right. You
Well,
continue.
if I don't, what the fuck is going on?
Not you, Jin. I'm talking about Ninja. Play then, Ninja.
Oh.
Jin, do you want to do it or do you not want to do it?
I don't care.
He's pointing out
I've-
that there's a problem
I've
with him
done
doing it because he
before,
knows
I'll
it.
Do it again. I'm just saying that I know the answer.
Yeah, we all know the answer.
Okay, then do it.
All right.
I'm such a fucking smug prick. We all know the answer.
What makes you so sure of all this?
Oh, sorry. It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump! Just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
I like Francisco specifically pointing out the autopsy report.
It appears that the witness was not mistaken then.
Yep. More than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hatsakura Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there.
What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark?
Well, I did have one, but only in my mind. It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe in right now. My client Iris and my own abilities as a defense attorney, which I'm not. So,
The one
for
thing.
Yeah.
well, are you doing it or what?
It's up to you, you know? I'm just sort of messing around, you know?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Can you look at the autopsy report for me?
Yeah. I'm between 10 and 11.
You should choose. You should choose. No, you should choose. No, you should choose.
Hey, Forza, I let you have
Can
your
you-
opportunity.
Yeah,
Can you
and Jin is
present-
saying that, like, it would probably be better if he didn't, because, like, he already knows the answer.
Yeah.
And you're like, no! Ugh.
Well, anyway, can you present this on the statement where she says that she fell and then died, or then got stabbed, or whatever?
She died from a stab wound and then fell.
That's what the autopsy report
That's what it
says.
says.
But
Yeah,
she
I
says
repeated
that
it.
she first fell and then got stabbed.
So, like, this one?
Yes.
It's interesting how the autopsy reports are always, like, so precise about exactly what happened.
Well, that's what autopsy reports are for.
Yeah, they're just scarily accurate.
They have to
Impressive
be.
logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report?
Very British. The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
Ugh!
Critical hit.
Super effective.
That's right, it says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory.
To an autopsy report, which is an estimate.
If
Is
the
it actually an
defendant
estimate?
stab, well, I think with like bruises, you can tell if someone got them
That is what I find
after
interesting. I
they
find it
died,
interesting how, like,
because
when they study
hemorrhaging
a body,
changes.
they can figure out like the differences between what
Yeah,
came
but
first
technically
and shit
dying
like that.
from blood loss would make it harder for bruises to form.
Yeah, but like it
Hmm.
would, they would probably form differently, right?
I don't know. I'm,
Well, I don't know either,
I'm not a
but
specialist.
I'm assuming.
Is no one a body expert here?
That
Well,
wound's going to be.
if only Issa was here.
That
Oh
wound's got to
yeah.
be pretty exsanguinating.
Yeah.
Here, let me ask her.
That thing is not plugged with those prongs.
Yeah.
I gotta say too that the stabbing of that sword must have been painful as fuck with all those like with those edges.
Yes.
How did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
She fell down the mountain afterward.
Fell to the river.
Order! Order! Victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room.
So Iris stabbed her in the back, pushed her out the window, jumped down Assassin's Creed style, and stabbed again.
And she pressed assassinate on the prompt.
Yeah.
A little bit much.
Eagle fucking visioned her. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard.
And don't
off.
judge us about it.
However, if there was no blood in the room, then you must claim that. Oh,
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware. When a stab wound produces the most blood,
Francisca, it's a
it produces
7-pronged
the most
sword.
blood.
very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion.
If someone is stabbed with a chainsaw, there will be some blood.
God. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
I swear if they
That
pretend
is-
it still does that with those prongs.
It's trying
that is-
to.
With a sword
It
like
is
that,
True.
trying
With the
desperately.
weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding.
with that kind of sword, it would
Perfectly
definitely
reasonable
splatter
line
blood.
of thinking.
Shut the fuck up.
It is
It's a
not
little
very
silly.
reasonable. I disagree with the judge.
I have lied my way into another non-contradiction, bitch. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
Actually, dumbass. What about
Look
the
at me,
stabbing?
I am very pretty, therefore I am right.
Order, order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I wouldn't say probable. Maybe
Jesus Christ.
possible, but not probable. I'd expect no less from Francisca von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Don't go
Okay.
selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
I would highly decline, but yes,
Damn,
go
Von
on.
Karma, didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
With the whip?
Oh boy, alright.
Hell yeah.
Witness testimony. Further details.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place.
So you lied.
Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic and me was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. That is bizarre.
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection.
And a
How
little
has
bit of
that
murder.
worked out, like, historically?
Until Phoenix came along perfectly. I bet you also had problems with your ex-boyfriend, huh? Putting together
Shut the
such
hell
facts.
up, bitch.
No, such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Francisca von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that.
Cross-examination. Further
Since we're all
details.
so smart, let's just jump to the contradiction.
Alright,
there
then,
is
Forrest, what's the
no.
contradiction?
Yeah.
No, you
No,
want to make
Forrest,
the
that you-
statement to say that
Not
we all
Forrest.
know the answer already,
Forrest,
so
you
go
already
ahead.
know- you already knew that you said that you knew the answer, so what's the contradiction?
No, I never said I did.
Vance, you heard him.
Yeah.
Why are
I'm
you
not
throwing me
saying
under a fully loaded
nothing
bus?
anymore. I don't say nothing.
I just have a huge problem with the fact that the sword is just there and her body is right there. How the fuck did the sword and her body get there after all that happened?
Gravity.
It actually doesn't seem impaled. That could plug the wound for where it is.
Press, you didn't see her stab.
Yin?
Miles Edgeworth.
I'm eating a cracker. Think carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we were talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory.
The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth. No.
I would press that.
What, do you think she has seen more blood before?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Possibly,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're about to learn about her.
Also,
her
just
stint
very
as a,
vague as hell.
Sent as a soldier in Vietnam.
That's how I got this voice. You want to know how I got these scars? That's right. Some of it has splattered onto Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. And her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What?
What? Genuine reaction from Forrest. Her clothes were blood flecked as well.
Live Force reaction.
Bailiff, light the bat signal. That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further?
I mean, I want to
No,
know
let's
more
give
about
up.
her having it in a corner.
Let's go home. Going back to your previous statement. You said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say that you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
But what did you see?
So you see.
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed. But I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine. I like how specific she makes
Into
this.
the hilt?
Into the hilt
Huh?
was smoothly drawn,
What
like
the fuck?
butter, like a warm knife
What?
of a thing
Excuse
of butter,
me?
smooth as
Excuse
hell.
me, the swords got blood on 3 and
Also,
7
the
prongs.
image of her being stabbed on the ground, it just has the tip in.
Well, yeah, but we know that, like, based on the blood splatter, we know, and I'm assuming the image we're seeing of her pulling out the sword is right.
Yeah.
And when she's pulling out the sword, it's clearly plunged deeper than when the statue was holding it. And that the blood splatter on the sword adds up to that. But also pulled out smoothly?
Very,
Yeah.
like butter,
No.
like so smooth.
Just buttery smooth on
So
have you
It
seen
was the most
this
delightful
fucking
pull I've
sword?
ever seen in my life.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many.
I'm sorry, but you have won $1 million. Well, what do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar.
Well, I ain't calling you a truther.
But now I ain't say she a gold digger. You're a
Don't say
handsome. I wasn't.
We've
Gonna.
made this joke like 5 times.
Every time someone says,
The fucking
anytime
comedy
there's an
routine.
ER at the end, he's going for it.
That's not me every time. You've done it.
Yeah, when she was a gold
You've
digger.
dropped the hard R.
No.
I would like the Twitch admins who have dropped in just now to please reflect over all of the channel and find that I have never once. All of the evidence
No one
is there.
has said anything incriminating ever.
There's a
Super
tax
force.
evasion, but that's not your jurisdiction.
No, I never said anything incriminating.
I paid my tax. I had to pay the U.S. government $12 extra this year when I was doing my tax return. 'Cause they
$1 per
fucking
month.
scammed me.
I never said it was your tax evasion.
It's again Forza's.
Anyway, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradiction are you talking about?
Bitch, you seen this sword?
I like how Edgeworth's like one party trick with witnesses is that he's kind of hot.
Well, he is kinda hot.
He is hot.
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen. The weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body.
It only stabbed her clothes.
What? What, you mean like a theater thing? Like a Shrek 2? It's like under the arm?
Did they stage another fake murder?
No, there's been a real murder because afterwards she's actually stabbed with it, but this stabbing is a fake stabbing.
Yes, the exact same thing. This has happened 3 times now.
Oh my god.
The only difference here is that it's not Maya being framed for it.
It is an interesting detail that
Yay,
in
it
that
wasn't me.
imagination there was
I'm
no blood
so
on the sword.
cold.
However,
I'm
both of these
freezing.
things are completely impossible.
Impossibilities.
What the fuck are her shoes, by the way?
Explain yourself.
They're oats. To start with, do you think it would be possible to step someone to the hilt with this?
Yes. If you tried really hard, yes.
You would have to be Mr. Power to fucking pull that off.
Well, no, you
Will
just need the
Powers,
right
the
size
Steel
way to
Samurai?
push the body down
Yeah.
on it.
You would have to be the steel fucking samurai to be able to do that.
No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. She's a woman after all.
Dare you objectify a woman? Doesn't appear. What
That's
meanings
like
is
not
dribble?
objectify.
I too may appear to be weak and frail,
No, you don't.
but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I show shoes.
Show shoes.
The objection stands.
Shut up!
I ripped a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story.
Finally,
The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture.
No, that's like physical reality.
In reality, in actual fictional reality, I mean, actual real life reality. Shut up. The victim was stabbed with the shishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Nope.
I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction.
you still got more.
I can go all night, baby. This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? I know a little thing about thrusting up to the hilt. I know a little bit about just the tip.
Oh my god.
If this witness
I'll be
is
right
telling
back.
the truth.
I'll be right back. Yep. All right.
I know a little thing about
fine.
long, hard stabbings.
Mhm. I know that a sword of this size and girth would not.
Did you
come
know
out
in a past
smoothly.
life I was Jack the Ripper?
Did you know that in this current life I'm gay?
Very gay.
And Jack the Ripper.
And Jack the Ripper.
You
Then
told
there
me you
should
went
be
back to the
blood
liquor
along
you...
the entire length of the
You may
sword.
call me Jack the Gay.
Look at those shoes.
Gay
What
the
are
Ripper.
those?
Order.
They're
Bravo,
oatmeal.
Miss Miles Edgeworth.
You
Racing
call
this
him
many.
Miss?
No. Racing this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
Yeah, I'm all that.
But
Didn't you
does
hear?
this all mean you have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
That is?
Your mom gay. The weapon used to kill the victim
My mom is dead.
was not the shishishito. You don't know that.
what?
Of course I do. A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool!
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon?
The stabbing. But if you think...
Well, why am I talking? It's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing.
So this sword was not the murder
impression
weapon?
The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shishishito was the murder weapon.
Okay.
Grumpy.
Order.
So maybe the Shishishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
Well, technically, she saw her
That's
unstab
true.
the victim.
With
Response,
the
Mr.
sword.
Edgeworth.
Your mom's still
If
gay.
that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question.
Yes. Namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
She was stabbed with an icicle.
It's up my ass.
She was hit by lightning.
It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found?
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Therefore, no murder happened. Case closed.
I mean, in
Another mystery to throw on
in a
to the
normal
pile.
case, if they can prove there was another stabbing weapon out there, like capable of like stabbing the same way that fucking thing did, then it would go back to the Shishida being the
well, no,
weapon.
If they proved
I'm back.
that the Shishishito couldn't have been the murder weapon, they would not just be like, well, whatever.
There's been cases before where
Are
they're
you
like,
sure
well, clearly
about
we've
this? Is the
disproved.
Phoenix Wright legal universe?
Well, in this universe, they would, but
They'd be
for
like,
"What?"
specifically said in a real life case, so.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to add that part. I was thinking about specifically like in the other cases of these games.
Well, yeah.
I didn't read that, but oh
Oh,
well.
sorry.
Excuse me. Could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
That's suspicious.
I did.
What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible I lied.
What exactly are you going on about here?
A murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. What do you mean?
You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
It's up my ass. Impossible. What else could this old woman have seen?
God, you really have it out for Iris? Jesus Christ, lady.
With this testimony, location
She
of the
is
weapon.
about to say that she saw the weapon be thrown into the river somehow, and
Yep.
that's how we're gonna get Larry on the stand.
Oh my
Oh, boy.
god.
Oh, right. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated that the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into
Yep.
the Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Dang, I really can.
Yes.
Man, what the fuck, Bikini?
So can drive a snowmobile wouldn't to have on the
Something on
record.
She's
your mind?
Snowmobile
Nah, my
certified.
mom texted me
Hmm.
something and I had to respond.
Was it about taxes again?
No, it's about
Goodness,
them
please.
going to a thrift
Tell
store.
us everyone you know that's
Okay.
forklift certified.
Oh, I found out the other day I'm also allowed to drive a forklift, so Forza is no longer special.
Everybody here is probably qualified to drive a fucking
Well,
forklift.
I'm not saying qualified. I'm saying that I'm allowed to do it legally.
But
Why
everybody here is allowed to do it.
does
No, you have
Germany
to have,
not
like,
have a fucking certification for forklifts?
No, it does, but it's apparently part of my normal driver's license. I checked my driver's license. And
Really?
am allowed to drive a forklift.
But
Okay, I
are
guess
you
you're
allowed
forklift
to
certified.
operate the
Yeah.
forklift as a forklift?
Well, so it's part of the section with tractors. I'm allowed to drive a tractor, but not with like a thing on it.
So you're not allowed to forklift with a forklift.
I don't know.
So you're
I'm
half.
allowed to drive a forklift.
Yeah, driving a forklift is different than operating a forklift.
Yeah, but I don't know if they would make that distinction
Are
because
you
I'm
allowed to drive
allowed
a
to.
motorcycle?
I am not allowed to drive a motorcycle, but I'm allowed to drive a scooter.
Well, maybe you should get a job that requires a forklift.
Well,
And
I
find out.
already have a job that doesn't require a fork.
Yeah,
Does
he wants you
require
to
you
get
to
a
handle
second
children,
job that
though.
requires a forklift so that we can prove whether or not you're forklift certified.
You know what? I think we can use forklifts in daycare centers. It's fine.
Yeah,
For what?
put the kids in storage.
Yeah.
I don't need a forklift for that.
I am the forklift.
Put
Look
them
at
in
these
the
guns.
put them on a
I
box
got-
in the high shelf.
I'm basically a forklift.
No,
Have you
but
read
okay, that's
this?
interesting. I don't know if you are qualified.
If you have ever climbed a rock while you are a forklift,
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm not in the best shape. But what would my also? I am not qualified yet, Jin. So congratulations,
Oh.
you're the only one.
Hell yeah.
What with my back and my age and all that? Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Excuse me. Here is a photograph. So, footprints and a snowmobile.
a
I don't see
snowmobile,
any
eh?
footprints going to the snowmobile.
I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
A ghost rode the snowmobile.
Mm-hmm.
Tracks begin in front of Hasakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. How do we not notice this before?
It was actually Edward
Well,
driving
it
the
was still
snowmobile.
snowing.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it a perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
That couldn't have been. If there was a murder weapon in there, Phoenix Wright, when he fell off the bridge, would have fallen and stabbed himself on the knife.
And gotten
I
away
don't
with
think-
a splinter. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
Please.
Okay,
Cross-examination location of the weapon.
if she went to the bridge to do that, wouldn't Larry have seen her from where he was?
Yes. He
Yeah.
saw something incredible,
That's
right?
probably
We don't know what it is.
That's-
something.
Was that a second part?
Very incredible how she
Saw
disposed of the
Iris
murder
throw a
weapon.
weapon off the fucking bridge.
That's
Probably he,
incredible.
for the guy himself probably thought like he just threw someone overboard. But if that's the logic we're going with, but no, I don't think that she'd done that. Because if we present that same photo right now on the 5th or 6th statement,
Saw
that would
tracks.
be saw tracks. There should have been 2 tracks. If she went there and back.
Mm.
'Cause
There's no
on
way
the
this
photo,
game would
there's
cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
this
only
game cheated.
one pair of tracks on this one.
Forgive me. Sorry.
Don't try to play mind games with me.
Well, maybe we need to press.
Didn't even let Jin read. That's it. That's the only one we have. Wait, that's the only one you have?
Yep.
Then that doesn't make sense with the fucking... The picture makes it look like there was 2 of them. Right? Am I wrong here?
No, that looks like that's can still only be one. 'Cause that
Okay.
have to be like that one driving back.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that there should have been one going to and going back.
Yeah, okay, so this one only went back to the main temple. It didn't go from it. Because
No.
then there would also be a track from the front.
Walked out of the temple,
Yeah.
got on the thing, and came back, meaning it would take 20 minutes.
But then why was it already gone?
Because Larry saw someone ride on that snowmobile and jump the entire cliff to the other side over the flaming bridge.
Dude. I bet that is what it is.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course, it was parked in front of the main gate. So, she had already gone, discarded a murder weapon and returned by that time.
Not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do?
I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Jin?
I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
And Force is gone. I wish I'll stare into the blank face of Bikini.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That works.
What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Edgeworth?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing this.
I'm playing a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
My friends are also streaming?
Your friends?
You mean everyone with me right here in this?
Yeah, I.
We're not currently streaming.
There we go.
I mean,
Which
yeah,
friend
they're
do you
just-
want to see play Resident Evil 4 Remake?
Oh,
God.
dude.
Me,
I wanna do
obviously.
that.
Everyone in the chat except for me streams.
Yes.
I
Well,
really want to
I
play the
haven't
remake.
streamed in a hot minute.
Jin hasn't
I am a
streamed in
fan
about
of-
12 seconds. Fours hasn't streamed in about 12 years. And
That could
Ants
change now when I have my
streamed
PC.
yesterday.
Now when I have my PC, I can set things up properly and, actually do more streaming.
Yeah.
Actual streaming this time, too. And plus, I love RE2 Remake, and I kind of enjoy RE3 Remake.
And also,
And I
Ants is
fucking
a
despise
cool
RE4
YouTube boy.
Remake.
Well, you don't know, it's not out yet.
No, it's not. When is it coming out? Tomorrow?
That's when I'll despise it.
I'm just saying, like, you were here, and then you went here. So that means the only way to go is...
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah, so, Jin is, Jinthony. Fours
yeah,
is
yeah.
Fours_nature. And then, Ants is King, but he's on YouTube.
You know, you should follow me on Twitter.
You
You
follow
really
Jin on
should. You're
Twitter.
Precaution. Precaution.
You get
No,
treasures
that-
such as incorrect statements.
What? All my statements are good and true. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's talking about your tweet earlier today, where you called yourself out for making a statement that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
well, I just did the grammar wrong. That may happen.
Yeah.
I want to say that, like, I'm kind of nervous for RE4. Like, going on a rant now, I'm nervous for RE4 Remake, right? Because the first RE4 is such a legendary game, like, in so many ways. And from what I've seen so far, It looks like they're gonna try and take that game in a very serious direction, and I feel like it loses a lot of its charm if you try to make it too serious.
I've never
Witness,
once
demonstrate
seen
for
or
us how
played
you
a
play
Resident
RE4.
Evil.
RE4 is like the best shit ever. Anyway, I see. I never thought of that.
That's right. I overlooked that too.
Of course you did.
Then answer the question, please, witness.
No.
Please.
Okay. I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow.
You know, like the white stuff?
Yeah. Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
You got us.
She got us there,
She's
gentlemen.
right.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses.
It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get...
That statement should have been the thing I said with the freaking tracks. If you pressed it on that, I don't remember what you pressed.
Presented on this
or
one?
presented. Yeah, presented on this one.
There we go.
Objection!
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
Well, well, well. You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
You're right. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall.
Bitch, it didn't snow
No.
that much.
No.
Oh, This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I
Bitch,
see.
like, nah.
While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return of tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks.
Damn right there's a
There's
contradiction.
a contradiction.
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. But it's merely a game theory.
Would you like to give some facts to back that up?
Would you care to explain?
Thanks for watching.
Why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Then he pulls out the sword. He's
On
like,
the night of the
I
murder,
didn't do it!
the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge.
It's like a
In order to
ventriloquism.
dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh?
Well, here you go. Want to know what the weather was that day?
It's the photograph.
It's not.
I thought it was the weather.
The photograph has tracks in it going out.
It's the weather report.
Fuck you, weather report.
It's
ass
about the
bitch.
snowfall.
This reminds me of when I was a little hockey goon in
I'm
training.
Nothing
Never
else.
mind, we're not going to hear my life story.
Poor Canadian
Oh.
judge.
Oh dear, gotta get the fucking weather data out. Gotta know that we had 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. last night, and there couldn't have been a second of snow after 10:50. Otherwise, weathermen would kill themselves. As we know is the law. If
Yep.
you give one false weather
That's how-
report.
Yeah,
Well,
damn
this
right.
This is not a predictive
Seppuku.
weather report. This is a descriptive
Seppuku.
weather report.
It is true that all weather in this country is made by a bunch of wizards.
Weather report. There you go,
Take
bitch.
Yeah.
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the
The weather report?
snow snorted. Snorted?
No, started.
So smart.
Snow snorted. The snow snorted.
That is the best thing you've ever said, Jim.
Snorted at around 7. Snowing.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50.
Conveniently 10 minutes before the murder.
Yeah. Lucky me. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling.
What about the
It's
weather
impossible.
report for the next day?
It is impossible for any tracks made after that time. to have been
Completely
covered up.
impossible.
Screamed
Well, there
so
goes
loud that
Forrest.
she completely cut out.
Order. Order.
Fell into a well.
Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
Snowden?
You get it? You get it? Because it was
Edward.
snowing? Yeah?
Edward Snowden.
Soon to be closing this trial due to snow.
Snowed in Undertale.
Miss Von Karma, I'm about
I
to
am
snap you
surrounded
in
by
your
imbeciles.
snacks.
Miles
Wanna know
Edgeworth,
one?
I will snap you like a twig. How pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things.
How dare
thought I
you
was
use the
the imbecile.
evidence available to you?
Yeah. and I
You
was
the
the
weather
imbecile.
like a peasant? Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
It's a
Thank you.
descriptive weather report. It's not a
Predictive
Praying-
weather
no,
report.
no.
predictive weather report.
You've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data.
God damn it.
Get fucked, Francisco.
Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
No, it may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
But it wasn't.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
I should have left
Wait.
you where I found you.
What?
But you didn't!
Like, this is like going, oh, so the autopsy report says this, but the victim could be still alive. People make mistakes all the time.
Honestly, this is better than Godot, though, who would be like,
Yeah.
would be crazy if it wasn't, though, right?
The spring breeze is like this
Yeah,
testimony.
She's at
Exactly.
least-
Godot would be like snow is white. Like,
This is why they are
the
both better
innocence.
at their jobs than fucking Godot is.
How did she pull that off?
Snow falls, and therefore so does humanity into
The
the
victim
pits of
couldn't have
despair.
been dead
Perfect
because no
testimony.
is
Judge would
right.
be like,
Christ.
good point, guilty.
Yeah, perfect.
Can't fucking find a flaw with that boy.
If you just spew a bunch of high Q at me, I'm gonna get all flustered.
Stop glowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I had a
Where
fucking
is-
weather
This
report.
Where
no
is the
turning back now.
prosecution's fucking test? Fuck!
Very well.
We all know that this world is a guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, like I
state.
hate the fact that there's so many cases where it's just like, yeah, the defense, you're gonna have to prove everything. The prosecution, you just sit there, man. Just sit there. Chill, relax.
It's because we live in hell world where defendants are guilty until proven innocent.
Even the defense attorneys are guilty until proven.
Yeah. I too cannot allow
Yeah.
any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Is that why there's so many prosecutors and so little defense attorneys? Because
Yeah.
defense attorneys also have to get executed.
Well, you only play as one guy.
He's the only defense attorney.
It's not even that Miles
Well,
is
there
better than
was-
Phoenix, it's just that he's got the easier position.
There was
I mean,
me and there
Phoenix
was
is
Goldberg.
Last man standing as far as defense attorneys we know about. Well, Grossberg is still alive.
Yeah, that's what I meant. What did I say? I think I said.
Yeah,
Goldberg.
but does he deserve to come back
No.
after the character
Not-
assassination of him
Yeah,
in this
not
game?
anymore. Yeah, he might.
He was
have,
already
like,
kind of a
died.
shit bag, like
No,
before.
but he wasn't like gross.
I can't believe that Forrest is gonna jump on Grossberg, but is gonna jump to the defense of Larry.
Grossberg, you mean the guy that was
No,
executed
I
3
think
years ago in
that-
prison, eh?
You're like, yes, Larry stole some money when they were kids. Grossberg actively took bribes as an adult.
Well, he didn't take bribes. He got
Yes, he did!
blackmailed.
He was blackmailed, Forrest!
Because of the bribing!
Yeah, okay.
Whatever you say, man.
Like, he has to do things for the blackmail to stick.
Grossberg is flawed, but he wasn't like just a gross character.
No, I'm not saying he was gross back then. I'm just saying that he still had problems that
Yeah.
are, like,
Yeah,
very
but
serious.
Well, characters are allowed to have serious problems.
Yes,
That's what
I
makes
never
them
said that he
interesting.
doesn't, isn't allowed to. But I'm saying he was a shitbag.
He wasn't a shitbag. He was a flawed character.
Come on.
Business.
Business.
He is flawed, and he's a shitbag. He can be both.
Well, him being a shitbag can be your opinion, but they did
Yeah.
make his character worse in this game for no reason.
No, I agree. I agree. They made
so
it
then,
worse here.
So then, why are we having this? Oh, we
I don't
said
know.
this
Why are you
Grossberg
judge? Why are
character-
you fucking like
Can
literally?
you read the
judging me?
fucking line?
we said Grossberg character assassination. You went no. He was
You're like,
always bad.
No, he was always a shitbag.
I think I said, well, he was always a shitbag. Now, no, he was always a shitbag.
Yeah,
You're
that's the
gaslighting us
same
and
thing.
reading
No, the
fucking
difference
line,
is,
dude.
well, he was always a shitbag. Not, no, you're wrong.
But the sentiment is still that you think he was always a shitbag. Which counteracts him being character assassinated.
all right.
Read the line!
I'm gonna do it once you're done. You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth.
I think I know this one. Should be fairly obvious. Yeah,
The
her body is
crime
not covered with.
photo.
Her body's not covered with snow, right?
Well, her body wouldn't be covered with snow.
No.
Because her
Well, it
body is
would
actually
be.
hot.
Yeah, it's steaming.
Yeah, it's
The
slowly just
engine
burning on the
is still
snow.
running.
Okay.
The engine that hurts her soul. Her soul
Churning.
remains.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is...
Incredibly easy.
Hmm?
Bitch. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Donem. Why is there no snub on top? Snub?
Why is there no snub?
Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple.
Riddle me this, Batman. Why is there no snub?
Where's the snub? It had stopped
I want you
snowing
guys to
when she
know
was
that
killed.
in
that's why.
Swedish, the word you're
Mr.
saying right
Redwood,
now
you're
is
going to
not
have to
very
defend the
appropriate.
snow. That doesn't
Well, luckily
exist.
I'm not Swedish.
Fucking Swedish is the only language where snob would mean something bad.
It's not like bad, it's just inappropriate.
Getting
It's
snobbed, a
just-
slur in Swedish.
It's just dick in Swedish.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm
Yeah.
fucking good.
I'm gonna
goated
pierce
with the
you with my
sauce.
snob.
I hate that that was the line
That
after
was
we
the
established
following
the snob line.
In other words,
Stop.
if the killer really
Please
did
be
go to the
true.
Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon,
Let's get done with this fucking testimony so we can save and be done for the day.
Please. Gotta
then in
get
this
out of here.
photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks.
And oh, look at that, Edgeworth, there are!
No. Well, yeah. Well, no.
Bumpy.
Order, what are you?
That's what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
What
Why don't
I've
you
been
save right here?
suggesting for the past 20
Should be
minutes.
almost done.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. Woo! Like this on Mario Kart. Tracks left. It can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge.
And then they threw the snowmobile over the edge.
Well, no, the tracks that we see are the ones that are heading back.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, phew, the snow had stopped. Stopped. Thus, the return
Stop.
tracks remained. UK Ninja.
Yeah.
I just glanced at the stream. You look devastated.
No, I'm on the page here, and this is just taking a long time for not a lot of shit to go on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten any closer to figuring out who the
Hey,
murderer
man,
is.
you're just getting ready
Because I
for
can tell you right
investigations.
now, guess who didn't do the murder? Bikini?
First, you need to stop shitting on investigations before you fucking play it.
You should use your stamina and put us on 2x speed.
Yeah, I am speaking from a very skewered perspective, just for the hell of it. Can I say something?
No. Just say it for it.
This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does sister?
Good job.
Said like you've never heard that word before.
I thought there was more to that sentence.
It's all falling apart.
What is sister? There's only there's only one key for the snowmobile.
Snowmobile?
God damn it.
Ah!
The snowmobile for crossing stop.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Which can only mean that night. One night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. Oh shit, there's a sniper aimed at the map.
Oh, this is me. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hasakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
At which point she stabbed Maya to death.
Sounds right.
But what is odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hasakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Sis?
Maybe. But when I made it back to Hasakura Temple,
Hello, sisters.
it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. So someone else took the bike.
But that
The what?
isn't possible.
Snowmobile, man, whatever.
Order, order, order in the court. What does this all mean?
Eh?
So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo.
It was used by Larry to go set up for his date.
Date in
All
major
we know is
quotes.
this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple.
Larry. Except he didn't return because he was also there by the bridge.
I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Thank God. Yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
If only.
Only
Is he in
somebody
the audience
could
right
have,
now?
seen somebody on a snowmobile.
Don't touch that dial now.
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that.
If only we had an idiot.
Unless they had something really important to do.
Yeah, I wonder what that was.
That's a shame.
Hold on.
I know an idiot.
Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have,
This is the line
may
I'm
well
watching
have
for
gone
Carmen.
wandering out on that subarctic
I
night.
got it, guys. I know the whole case.
Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile of the night of murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but he sure as hell's an idiot. But there are two things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
First,
know,
that he saw something incredible.
I
on the
just
night of
thought
the
about
murder.
something, right? The angle that in which we encountered Larry, right, and we saw that whole like, we saw Heavenly, what was it, Heavenly Hall,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
with the bridge behind him, right, behind the building itself.
Yeah.
So, the map showed us walking towards it, which was away from the bridge.
Yeah.
Like I'm just sort of looking at I'm looking at the perspective, and like I'm sort of confused by the perspective there.
the perspective of the scenes and the maps.
Like, okay,
Alright.
so if you think about Heavenly Hall, right? Did that mean that we went around and
If
we
we
were
were
sort of at where it
standing-
says Heavenly Hall?
If we were standing here, right?
I can't see your mouse.
Look on stream.
Look
I'm
on
looking.
stream. If we're
Yeah, we were,
standing
like, there
right
where-
here,
Ninja is showing.
right? That would
If we were
show-
standing exactly where the text is.
No,
No,
standing
we were
right
standing
here,
where
We're
the
standing
path
beside.
ends.
where the path ends, and you're looking this direction down at the bridge, right? On the right would be Heavenly Hall, and then in
Okay,
front of you
yeah.
would be the bridge, which is behind you down the path, right?
Yeah, alright.
That's sort of the zone that we were standing in.
Gotcha.
Like, we must have been towards the trees because Miles and Gumshoe were hiding in the bushes.
And the second being?
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he's our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about?
Good dough.
Pearl.
Close enough.
Also, the profile doesn't even call him by his name. It's not real.
Well, it's not legally changed yet. Neither
Does he
is
legally
my
change
name,
it
but
later?
You don't... Well, my name isn't legally changed. You
This
don't
guy
dead name
must
me.
be a product of John Luke, the Laddock's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
Why do you know that, Judge?
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, at least don't him.
Call me the ass.
The student. Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
That's... Everything's going dark around me. I could tell them about his
The
designs
void.
for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness. Before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable looking man,
Yes, bury him some more.
what exactly was it that he saw?
Oh yeah, Francisco hasn't met Larry. I intend
he
to
not?
extract it. No, he wasn't in the second game.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
I
busy
intend
doing
to
other
extract
things.
that from him. He was in Japan. Right
Okay.
here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
Youth?
are we stopping right here?
Not right here, but soon.
I have no,
You
I have
lie.
no
Right
choice, do
now.
I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Let me just say the ritual words. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
I think that is the first time someone's been like, oh, I'm lying, I'm getting out of here.
This court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Oh, I get to
Good.
see Von Karma?
Well then, court is now in
Hell
recess.
yeah!
Yeah, it's horrible.
And
What do you mean?
there we go. That's the end.
Alright.
Where you see the to be continued screen.
Yeah.
Do
My
not
ass
run off.
Not
is
in-
in pain.
Not in the middle of a fucking talk with Von Karma.
My
Thank you
ass
all
is
for
in pain.
watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.